Welcome to a guide to new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Tuesday the 30th of April, and what do we have for you today? I'm going to use that word again, game changer. In essence, we've got 3 mods today, but it's so much more than that. I'm going to do the 2, I don't want to use the word standard, but normal mods first, and then we'll get on to the pack, because the pack's got quite a few things to look at. So first up we have got a new trailer. Now this is a bit of an odd one in so much as in the Modhub it was listed as Benalu Optiliner 106. When you go into the Modhub here in game, it says Lizard Idealiner, so I don't know how that's happened, but it's in here as the Lizard Idealiner 106. This is by No.naim, LSMC, and it's 11 slots. It's got some nice features on this one. I like it. Plus, it's got a very important feature. There's a lot of things different about the mods today, which is I really like. We'll have a look around it first. It's a very, very tidy, very neat mod. It looks like a very sturdily made trailer. Incredible detail on that. Look at that. No, don't want to climb up on it. No blurring. Very cool. The ladder is also climbable, so you can come up and you can check your whatever you've got in it. We'll say crops, but it might not necessarily be crops you've got in there. Very nice indeed. Well, we'll have a look in store, then we'll have a look at the things it can do first, and here's why it's an important one. If we go to trailers, we're on the end here, the Lizard Idealiner 106. This is a 63,000 litre. Now I know everyone's been hoping to get the 70,000 litre one, the black sheep modding one that we had on 17. This isn't far off, it's only 7,000 litres off. The Wilson pace setter, which has got the double compartment, the same as the Distinction with the double compartment, the pace setter is 60,000, so it's 3,000 litres more, and it takes a lot more in it. If you look at the difference between the 60,000 litre pace setter and this one, huge amount more, and it's cheaper. It's cheaper even than the 56,000 litre Distinction, 72,500. I think that's a bargain. And like I say, for what you can put in it as well, it's going to make it a very, very usable trailer. So, options available. We can change the rim colour. Let's just go garish so we can see. There you go. So I've changed it to yellow. On the one I've got outside is black. Main colour is the main body, so let's do that one. I don't know, we'll do that one blue. So we've got the opposite colours. That's the main body, and then where it says design colour, that's the canvas top or whatever material it's made out of. Let's go disgusting green so we can see the differences between the three. So those are your options there. If we go down here, we can have on the back, it says without back reflectors or with back reflectors, like so. And then around the side, but if we go around this side, I think, where it's a little bit lighter, if you look forward of the 3 triple axles at the back, then the spare wheel pops in underneath, like so. Now, it might be 2 spare wheels, because I think there'll be one on the other side as well. Yeah, there you go. One on the other side as well. So those are your options. That puts in about, was it 72,300? No, is that 500? 70. Oh. My eyesight is awful. Yeah, 73,200 for changing a couple of bits on there. Which is pretty good. It didn't charge me anything for changing the main colour or the design colour. Some of the mods we have in game are charging you £3,000 to change the main colour. Didn't charge you a penny. So there you go, 63,000 litres, all those options available. Very, very nice indeed. So let's hook up to it. Well, at the end of the day, it's a trailer. It will carry the things you want, but then like I say, because it's got a large capacity, because it will carry more things. Now if we fold it, L1 and X, puts the ladder away, tucks it away underneath, very nice indeed. We can do cover open and cover closed, like so. Now what I will do is just open this up. If I do R1, we can change tip side, back and grain door. Now it does say in the Modhub as well that this is a tipper. So the thing about it is, when it tips it goes up very high. So it does say it's not really helpful to use it to unload in small buildings or where you haven't got a lot of top clearance. So I think it still tips even though you do grain door as well. We'll check that in a minute. Now we have got a raisable axle. I think it's the front of the three. So if I do L1 and you can just see that going there. Try and get a better angle on it really. Maybe that side would be a bit better. There you go, raisable axle. And then as far as tipping goes, L1, R1 triangle. That's the grain doors, open, and it still tips. Not as high I don't think, but it will still tip with the grain doors. But what you can do under slightly lower buildings, you can tip and then put it down. And then you can tip again, so you never actually get to the full extent if you want to do it that way. Because I think having this 63,000 litre capacity is going to make a lot of difference. One minor, it's not even a downside. At the end of the day, it's a trailer and it's got some great stuff going for it. Again, I know a lot of people, they want to go back to the whole let's have multiple 70,000 litre trailers all hooked together in a daisy chain. It doesn't have a rear trailer hitch, so you can't do that with this one. But I think it's a very cool mod by No.naim. Very nice indeed, larger capacity, just what we need. Moving on, put that to one side. That's a nice looking mod, that really is. We have got right in front of us here, this is the outdoor, I want to get this right, climate pigsty. That's right, it's the outdoor climate pigsty. Climate is controlled by the fact you've got sides here to protect the animals inside, but it's done with a mesh, so air can circulate, so it kind of helps give some shade when it's hot and that kind of thing, but it's open enough that air can circulate. Now that has its pluses and its negatives, positives and negatives, pluses and minuses was what I was looking for. It's a nice looking mod. I like the design of it, something a bit different which makes it really stand out. We'll have a look around it in a second, but first we'll have a look at where are we? Animal pens. Now, again, a couple of nice things about this one. The standard in-game ones, the small pig enclosure is 90 grand and the large one's 250,000, which will hold 300 pigs, and that will be 16 slots. This one will hold 300 pigs. It's only 200,000, which is 50 grand cheaper than the in-game one. And this is only 9 slots compared to the 16 of the standard in-game one. It doesn't take up as much space and the pigs can't wander around outside. You know, if you want to go for free-range pigs, then you might want to go for the standard in-game one. But it's a good mod. You've got your slurry point here. You've got around the side here where your manure builds up. Just in here. All these gates open. The detailing on it is really good. You know, the wood paneling looks fantastic. It looks like it's, you know, a bit used and worn and mud spattered and dirty. It doesn't look pristine and clean, which is not what you want. It's a pigsty. It's going to be a bit messy, isn't it? We've got a water trough is this side, and then here we've got our animal dealer dialogue box. So if you want to buy direct and have them just appear, you do it from here, but if you want to load or unload, you also do it from this end. If we go across to the other side, let's say all these open, they all open inwards, so that's something to be wary of if you've got a vehicle in here. This side is straw, the first bit here, and then this one here is your feed trough. Now, one thing I will say, drawback, and it does say this in the Modhub, or it does say on the website, I think it says in the Modhub as well, that it's designed for smaller vehicles. So if you're looking for, mass produced, when you've got 300 pigs in here, you might want to think about conveyor belts maybe. I'm trying to think. You're not going to get large trailers in here, as you can see already. This is a fairly small trailer and a fairly small tractor. Plus, you won't be able to use the tip function. Now, I've got this set on grain door, but I think it's still going to tip a bit, isn't it? So R1 and triangle, it still tips, and it's hitting the roof. So that, if anything, that is a drawback. You're not going to get large stuff in here. And if you end up doing it like this, a tiny bit at a time, when you've got 300 pigs in here, it's going to get tricky to do. So it may be, and I'll be honest, there are ingenious people out there that when these sorts of mods come along, they fathom all sorts of very, very clever ways. Like I say, conveyor belts would be the way I would think of doing it, maybe. But there you go. I mean, that's, for me, that's really kind of the only drawback to it. It looks great. The price is cheaper than the in-game one. The slot count is better than the in-game one. It ticks all the boxes. It doesn't take up a huge amount of space, but it is very small to get in and out with kind of narrow access. So really, that's kind of the only drawback. That's by moechtergernbauer. Nice mod. Another good one. Really, really impressive stuff. Okay, last on the list we have got the MF Shed Pack. Now this is the Mercury Farms Shed Pack by Alien Jim. The public called out and Jim answered. It was mentioned that on Mercury Farms, because he had all these sheds and other various different things that worked really, really well and gave you lots of options, that he should do them as a pack that you can then place on other maps. Which he then went away and he did. We've got quite a few in this pack, I'll be honest with you. Starting with the silo here. But first thing I want to show you is what Jim does so well. If you've never played on any of Jim's maps, and if you haven't played on his maps, you wouldn't have used any of his mods. This is the first time he's bought mods out separately. He does this incredible thing, and I'm going to show you over here. You get these little discs like this here. Go to this disc and press circle. Enjoy. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so clever. It's absolutely brilliant. Doors open. Great sound effects. Nicely detailed. I think we've got lights as well. We have. Now I've got to remember which one. We're going to have a look at these installed, because I put them all out, and when you place them all, they place as flat packs. Pretty much everything in this pack comes down as a flat pack. Now I've got to remember which one's which as I go around. We'll start with the first one here. The first one here is the farm silo. This is part of what I'm talking about. Jim pushes the boundaries and pushes the envelope and pushes what's possible, and I love that about his maps and now his mods. This is a 500,000 litre capacity silo. Open up there. We've got our drop off point here, and our collection tube is just up there with the silos tucked around the side. Those silos go deep underground to give you the capacity, so you've got access there, that kind of thing. We've got lights. What's also cool is it's drive-through, so we open the doors at the back. Drive-through silos are always good. So I say 500,000 litres, but not just that. What you can put in these is awesome. So we'll go down silos. Now look at the in-game ones: 110,000, 180,000, 90,000, and you can only put the basic crop types in. I know there's a bit of a glitch trick that if you place one closer to another one, you can put hay and straw in as well, I think. So we'll scroll across the gyms, and we've got the farm silos. And what I also love, you've got these options of different colours, so to suit whether map or style. We had a chat about the red one, which I love. that kind of American style red barn. I like that colour. I think it's brilliant. 59,000. That's all. Now these mods in this pack range between 1 and 3 slots. I can't remember. I think these were 3 slots. I think. But yeah, the biggest is 3. The smallest is 1. You know, they're not going to take up a lot of space. But look at everything that takes. Everything. We're back to having like a forage and chip silo again. It takes wood chips, it takes manure, it takes I think it takes total mixed ration. Pretty sure it does. It takes pig food, straw, hay, grass, everything. Potatoes, sugar beet, the lot. That's why it's a game changer. It's going to make a big difference. It was great that you could go onto Mercury Farms and you could play it and use it on Mercury Farms, but now you can place it anywhere on a map. And it opens things up now to storage. I think that's brilliant. So hats off to Jim straight away. That's only the first one. So that's the silo. What we'll do is we'll have a look in here at all the things that are available, and then we'll actually look at them. That's probably the best way of doing it. So that's the silo. As far as sheds go, we've got the massive Ferguson, the Mercury Farms vehicle shed. So we've got those in 4 colours. Only 28,000. Very cool. Then we've got the vehicle shelter, which is a more open one. I think the one we just built was the vehicle shed, wasn't it? I'm thinking. We've got vehicle shelter for 20,000. Again, 4 colour choices. Then we've got the drive-through shelter, 18,000. I like drive-through shelters, especially with longer vehicles. Things when you've got those swivel front axle trailers that are hard to back up, they're brilliant for that. So there's your drive-through shelter. So yeah, we've got vehicle shelter, vehicle shed, and drive-through shelter. Very nice indeed. Come back out of there. Under miscellaneous, we have got the Mercury Farms workshop shed. Again, in 4 colours, only 22,000. And then we've got the Mercury Farms washing station as well. They all kind of fit. So if you want to go with a theme and you want to use everything in this pack, you can go all red or all white and red, or you can go all brick or all, you get the choice, and that's what I love about it. We've also got from the Mercury Farms, we have got the Mercury Farms seed hut and fertiliser hut, only 2,700. Very cool indeed. So what we'll do now is then have a look at them all and see if we can identify them all. So now I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that's the vehicle shelter. Once they are built, you can't then dismantle them again. But it's pretty, I mean, let's be honest, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's a nice touch. They're not a bad size actually either. Fair bit of height. I think you can get, I don't know if you can get harvester under that, not too sure. But I'd say the detail on them is absolutely fantastic. Right, next up, just the drive-through one. Try and remember. Could be. That's the drive-through shelter. Again, lights. Plenty of room in here again. It's a cool pack. It really is. This I think is the workshop. I think. There we go. Workshop. So we come in here with our vehicles, and there we go. Here you can customise or repair your vehicles. Again, drive through, and the vehicle you're repairing or that's undergoing maintenance, you can stick in that, which is also drive through. He thinks of everything, doesn't he? Let's be honest. Very nice. Lights too. Very cool. Which means lastly then, this must be the wash station. Boom. Wash station. Ah. I wouldn't have thought you've got to fill it. I think that's just there for decoration. I hope it is. Very nice looking jet wash. Karcher Professional. Very cool. One thing that is probably obvious, you're not going to get very big vehicles in this one. Things like harvesters you're not going to be able to drive through. That said, let's just click on that. It's alright, can stick them at the front. We've got enough on our hose. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Very cool, some great details. Nice, very, very nice pack. Mercury Farms Shed Pack by Alien Jim. You get a lot in that pack. I mean, it's like a mini DLC, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, mustn't forget down the front here. The seed and fertiliser shacks. 2,700. You can't beat that, can you? So there you go. We've got a bit of everything. We've got vehicle sheds, shelters, drive-through, workshop, wash station. We've got vehicle shelters with doors. We've got vehicle shelters without doors. The silo, 500,000 litres, plus it takes almost everything. You're never going to need another pack again. But there you go. So they're the three mods. Two mods on a mod pack today. So we've got the Lizard Idea Liner 106 by No.naim. We've got the Outdoor Climate Pigsty by moechtergernbauer. And we've got the Mercury Farms Shed Pack by Alien Jim. All very good mods. Not a bad one today, I have to say. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.